So, game 3, comfortable 2-0 win. Plenty of positives to come out of it as well.
Yep, I thought it was a really good performance from start to finish. I think we'll ask the boys to step up the intensity, step up all the work they've been putting in the sort of training sessions. Really need to start taking them into games, because I think the first 2 games so far, we've had positives, but we've had some negatives. I thought tonight there was very few negatives. I thought our performance from start to finish was good. I think, in all honesty, in all fairness, we probably should have scored a lot more goals. But it was about winning tonight. It was about getting that mentality, and it was about taking a lot of good things out of the game. And we've taken some good performances out of the game, some good goals, and some good build-up, playing some good football. So, Joe, I think looking at it, it could have been a real tricky game, and Scone worked us hard. But I think laterally in the games, we're moving the ball about. It's brilliant to watch, really good, and I hope that's a sign of things to come. And hopefully, the partnerships and the connections just another week on starting to show. But to get every player on the park, to get everybody a good run out, yeah, I'm really pleased, and I think there's real signs that we're getting ourselves in the condition we need to be in.
Several players came back tonight that were missing last week. Derek Patterson, primarily Bailey Steele in the middle as well.
Yeah, I think looking at last week, we were a wee bit bare on numbers, particularly on the Wednesday night game at Hillowheath, which we knew, but it was an exercise till it was to get some guys extra 90 minutes. But tonight we had a full complement of players, pretty much other than Ryan Roach. And Derek Patterson came back in, Bailey Steele, young Darren Cooper came back in the squad. And it was right from the start, the intensity of how we played was excellent. I think first half it was a lot of waves of attack, caused them a lot of problems out wide. And I think if we just maybe a wee bit more clinical, maybe another game's time, we start to see that final ball. And if we get that there, then we've got the quality to go and put it away. But I think Derek Patterson done really well tonight, steadied the back four, good presence, good driving force going forward, and I thought Bailey Steele was immense, absolutely immense. Great partnership in the middle with Jamie Winter, and then second half just almost stepped up again. He had a couple of partners in there, but I thought he was superb, and I think he's contributed to a lot of what we've done tonight. This is only his second full season at the club, and he's still a young lad, and his performance tonight was very composed, and that's exciting to see.
Good to see also that the new players that have come in have settled in really well, particularly Michael Cruikshank. He's certainly bought into everything you've told him and the way you want him to play.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent tonight. You've really seen the true Michael Cruikshank tonight, and there's a lot more to come. I think first half he caused them all sorts of problems with his pace, and then second half again just directness, which we've asked him to be, just get that ball one-on-ones, just go and beat them. If you go by him, there's nobody in, go direct towards the goal. If it's not, go to byline. And he's listening to us, he's got it in him just to change his game up on the spot. But what was good to see is in the second half when we made some changes, dropping into left sort of full-back, wing-back, he was getting forward, and there was some good build-up play between him and Jake Mayer and Jamie McCabe as well. So he's been a great addition, and starting to see some of the stuff that he can produce, and I know that he's got more in him to keep stepping that up again and again. And I think that shows there's a lot of good football played tonight, and the new guys all involved in that. I thought Jamie Winter was superb in the first half and then start the second half, and Steve McPhee even in the first half was superb, but he came off just a wee strain, so just precautionary, not take any chances. So yeah, it's really happy how things went tonight. I think if anything, the only criticism we could say is if we just a wee bit more clinical, we'll score a few more goals, and that's good for confidence. Doesn't make anything in terms of winning's winning, but it's good for strikers and wide players to get into these positions and put them in the back of the net and get in a good habit, and that'll come. We've got Cloncurry Wednesday and we've got Ellen United on Saturday as part of our preparation, so it's a good step forward going into the next game.
I think you probably already know the answer to this question, but who's your man of the match tonight?
Bailey Steele. I thought he was absolutely tremendous tonight. I think just his contribution all over the park, and that'll be his first 90 minutes. He's just back from holiday, had a hard session on Saturday, and to put 90 minutes in tonight, as the weather sort of changed on a wee bit of a heavier part towards the end, I thought he was deservedly of the award tonight. And I think if he continues to perform and develop like that, then there's some real exciting times ahead for him and some of the partnerships that he could play in with there. So Yeah, Bailey Steele for tonight. Although there was a lot of good performance, I don't think there was any real sort of low moments or low performances. Subbies came in and played their part as well, particularly towards the second goal. But yeah, really pleased for him.
As you said, got majority of the squad back. Only Ryan Roach missing. Wednesday night, Lunkerty means you can probably change it around again.
Yeah, I think we'll sort of assess things and see how everybody is sort of feeling between tomorrow and Wednesday, and we'll maybe make a late call on it. I think with having most guys back and available, it gives an opportunity to move it about. And most of the guys we've brought in, the guys that are here, we've got a lot of guys that are interchangeable. So if we need to change it around, we need to freshen things up, then we'll do that. However, if we've got everybody available, then it gives us a chance to maybe look at a bit of consistency and then change it up at the weekend. So no, it's a good position to be in. I don't think there's a few knocks, niggles, but you're going to get that in pre-season. But I don't think there's any real concerns at this stage. But looking forward to the game already, because when you put a performance in like that and you dominate as much as that, then the next game's just going to be a joy to go into.